So Iridium is a global communications company which provides voice and data services through a network of 66 satellites and specialized hardware such as handheld devices and antennas. Iridium provides coverage over remote land areas, open ocean, and airways. Customers include oil and gas, maritime, utility, airline, construction, and transportation services. The company has 1.21 million subscribers, 364,000 of which are commercial.
Iridium possesses characteristics favorable to its continuation. Many of Iridium's customers require its services to function. Safety regulations and the drive for efficiency require maritime shippers, airlines, and construction firms to have access to reliable communication. Iridium's constellation allows for these businesses to be in compliance with international regulatory pressures and economic demands. Iridium launched the last of its next-generation satellites into orbit as of February 2019. With these satellites, the company now possesses one of its most modern fleets in orbit. Though there are risks of damage being inflicted on the satellites, the domain of space allows for Iridium satellites to operate for years with little or no wear and tear. Communication satellites can remain in operation for decades. Iridium expects its networks to last for up to 12 years. Iridium is the only company that provides coverage over the entire Earth. This gives it advantages when applying for government contracts. Plenty of government departments expect such accessibility. Iridium Certus is a newly introduced platform which allows superior data streaming capability compared with its competitors. Where peer networks can deliver 0.062 million bits per second, Iridium can deliver 1.4 million bits per second. Iridium has a strong relationship with the U.S. government. Iridium maintains the military's communication gateway. The firm recently signed 2 multi-year contracts with $438 million over the next 5 years. Lastly, Iridium plans to break up the monopoly which competitors possess over global maritime and safety systems. This will allow for Iridium to offer more holistic services.
Here we have an overview of Iridium's past and expected financial performance. When we examine Table 1, we can see that the firm has performed better than its competitors on key profitability ratios. The firm's operating margins are more than double the industry average. Iridium is also more adept in bringing in cash flows into the business versus the industry. The cash flow to sales metric is nearly 5 times the industry average. This ability will give Iridium an edge in the future when the company seeks financing when it inevitably launches a newer generation of satellites. Iridium's compound annual growth rate for revenue has underperformed the industry over a 3-year and 5-year period, but has remained ahead of the S&P 500 in general. This past year, Iridium has outperformed its industry when considering that metric. 2018 was a profitable year for Iridium. For most years, Iridium has maintained a double-digit net income margin. 2018 was a loss, however, thanks to the funding demands of launching the satellite platform Iridium Next. However, revenue did grow 17% year over year. Over the past 5 years, the gross margin has been maintained at around the 75% level. Lastly, we see that net income varies significantly, but profitable years more than compensate for the losses endured in red years.
The satellite phone market is expected to surpass $5.5 billion by 2021. Total mobile connections reached 7.3 billion throughout the world at the end of 2015 and is projected to reach 8.9 billion by 2020. Many regions of the world benefit.
When looking at the 1-year chart, we can see the favorable position and success of Iridium has been acknowledged by the market. We can see the stock is in a strong uptrend, remaining above the 120-day simple moving average for the majority of the year. Positive quarterly results initiated the first series of price increases in the summer of 2018. The price stayed in a range of about $20 for 6 months. When the price broke the $24 resistance level in March, that was due to the release of the annual report. The RSI below registered an overbuy situation in early 2019, but has since retreated to neutral levels. Based on this indicator, the stock has not appreciated too quickly. We believe the price of the shares will continue to climb as revenues grow and new customers subscribe. This will drive the value and scope of Iridium's business and drive it to expand. We recommend a purchase now in the range of $26 to $28 per share.